Alrighty then. Welcome in, guys. Welcome, everybody. First order of business today. Do some solo raids, huh? So we gotta do a mutant champion, a science champion, and a vanguard. Fun. Let's do a mutant champion first, shall we? Yo, Brendan, what's up? Welcome in, man. First one in today. Congrats. How you doing? Let's see. Who do I want to use today? Let's use Storm. Storm is decently quick. Dang, you're slow? No, you're fast, Zemo. Just not as fast as Brendan. What's up, man? He's too fast. Finally got stuff to do today, man. Heck yeah. I'm stoked. All thanks to the new Realm event. Nice, dude. I wish they would give us like 2 or 3 Sig Stones instead of 1. But you know what? I'll take it. Just got home from the gym and you're feeling good? Dude, the gym will do that to you, man. If you get like a solid workout in, it really gets the endorphins pumping, you know? I don't work out often, but I do like the kind of high, I guess that's the best way to describe it, that comes with working out. I just don't like the action of working out itself. That's my problem. But what you get afterwards, I do like. It's kind of a little bit of give and take, you know? I wonder if they'll ever change the raid boss from the champion. Or if we're just like permanently stuck with this guy. Looks like he's rocking the Shang-Chi abilities. Bang. I guess I should have used that stun to pause the prowess. Although I think the node thing pauses my own prowesses. No, it doesn't. No, it does, I think. Nope. So I lied. Come on, champion. All right, this is going to be a meaty special too. Oh, yeah. Speaking of meaty special attacks, 2 mil. I'll take it. Dang it, I didn't crit on that second one. Big sad. Alright. Is a special one enough? I wonder. Nope. That one is, though. I severely overestimated the prowess. Okay, next up, we gotta do, I think it was science class? If I remember. Dude, there need to be more raid champions. Yep, science. Get her done. Did I use Count Nefaria? Yeah. Let's see. Any of these guys? Vanguard. Ooh, Nefaria is. Silk is. Hulk is. I think I've used Nefaria before. I kind of want to use... Well, whatever. I can't remember which one is the best for Nefaria. It's been a minute. Is it weak spot? I want to say it's weak spot. Maybe it's not. Maybe it is. Oh, that's the one that gives you the armor ups. This one is armor breaks. I don't know. I think it might have been Shield Smasher. I don't quite remember. What does clean moves do again? Oh, each time the attacker purifies any debuff. Gain a fury passive, increasing attack rating. Maybe it was this one? Was it this one? I don't remember. I want to try this one though. I don't think it's probably not the best one, but is what it is, man. I mean, the real reason we play this is so we don't have to pay attention, right? Dude, I'm halfway through level 63. That's crazy. That's like mostly just from the daily super event XP. I have like a bunch of XP coins I can redeem. I'm just saving them for fun. All right, here we go. Hop into the arena after this, probably. love the sound design for Count Nefaria, dude. I want to know what they used to make like some of the sound effects in this game. That's always really cool, by the way. If you guys have never looked up like Hollywood sound effect like artists or like engineers, that's a really cool thing to look into. They're very creative in ways that they make certain noises in movies. Like they'll break like, I think they'll break like celery for Broken Bone, and it sounds really good. Alright. One special two, and it is a wash for our friend the champion. So easy, man. And just like that, I think we probably have our entire daily milestones hit. Yep. I will say that is like a bonus thing about the solo raids, is like at least you don't have to really try to finish the daily super that badly. You can just kind of get it by existing, really. Okay. I should probably start taking this. I'm really close to another tier 7 basic. Every little bit helps, man. Every little bit. Let's go do the daily quest really quick as well, and then we'll actually hop into arena like I said we would. Alrighty. Let's just we'll just manually do the quest, I guess. Alright. You're dead? You guys think they would dare nerf Nico after the Spider-Woman stuff? I wonder if they would. Do you guys think they would be brave enough? Sorry. I went over it last night, Travis, but I can give you my quick feelings on it if you don't want to go back and watch that stream. I think it's a really positive forum post. I think a lot of the changes are very player friendly. I think it's really cool and honestly refreshing, especially with like how a lot of games are today. It's really cool they were willing to admit, like, we admit we sucked and like we basically failed the player base and we want to make it right. Ultimately, I think that's awesome. You don't see a lot of gaming companies admit fault to that degree. But yeah, I think the changes they're making are largely positive. My only hang up is like, those are words, right? Like if you want to like actually prove that you feel this way and want to change things going forward, then prove it to me, you know what I mean? So it's just kind of the jury is still out. I'm employing the wait and see approach, but I do think that it's a step in the right direction and it is a positive statement overall. Hey Beefcake, what's up, man? Welcome in. My stance on the compensation, Travis, as well, which is part of my opinion on the forum post. The game is in such a state that it better be good. If they under-deliver on the compensation, people are going to grab their pitchforks, man. In my opinion. Like, I expect, and I would expect some seriously juicy compensation tomorrow. Like, I wouldn't be crazy to expect like a Titan or possibly a Titan Nexus. I don't think that's like out of the realm of possibility. There'll probably be a ton of energy, probably a lot of revives and stuff, maybe some boosts. And then yeah, I really wouldn't be surprised if there was a Titan. No, I really wouldn't be. I feel like they have to over deliver. Just because like they're in such a like negative PR space right now. They're just shooting themselves in the foot if the compensation isn't really good, in my opinion. Units? That's an interesting question. I could see units, maybe not a lot. If there were units, I don't think it would exceed 500. In fact, I think 500 would probably be too high. Maybe like $150, maybe 250. Just like historically, when there's been like a huge mess up, like to the severity of how it's been lately, the compensation generally is pretty nice, I think. So I'm expecting good things. I already did make the statement yesterday on stream, though. If there is a Titan Nexus, I will open it on stream. It's gonna be 5 energy refills and 5 revives. I hope not, TJ. If it's also welcome in. But if it's that bad, oh man, people are gonna riot in the streets in front of Kabam HQ. I think like they're so close to Summoner Fest, and they have like big announcements on Friday that they're making. Like, it's not a good time for the game to be in a bad place. Like customer relations wise. I think they really need to go above and beyond to like mend things. That's my personal opinion. 1 Titan and 1 Titan Nexus, dude. If it was like that, that would be elite. I wouldn't even expect more than 1 Titan. I would expect a Titan or a large amount of Titan shards. There has to be something like that. There's not. I would be upsetty spaghetti. I don't even remember what the heart debuff does. I just kind of did a random input on my special one. Yeah, their post was really good in terms of communications. But I guarantee you, like, that probably went through at least 10 people. That's probably not the final draft. That's probably why it took so long to get released in the first place. Because, I mean, the Spider-Woman message was announced a while ago. And we finally got the update yesterday. So I think it definitely was run through some lawyers. Maybe some chat GPT, who knows? Well, Travis, the compensation is getting released tomorrow. I don't know if they would announce it. Here's what I could see them doing, though. I could see them mentioning it and then mentioning that compensation should be currently at that time being sent out in the contest. I kind of joked about it yesterday, though. Like, along with their Twitch drops, which I'm assuming they're going to have because they now have drops for like every live stream, and sending out compensation. I wonder if the game will crash, which would be just like the perfect icing on the cake, right? But it wouldn't be outside of the realm of Whoa, okay, my hit totally went through this man. It's not outside of the realm of possibility. It would be cool if they announced it, though. I can't, dude. It would kind of stink to have to run the live stream tomorrow. There's probably going to be so many people in like their chat clamoring for compensation or just like being rude. I tell you what, man, I definitely don't envy Karate Mike's job at all. That would suck. Yeah, I mean, Travis, it wouldn't be unheard of for this game. Honestly, I would not be surprised if that happened. I really wouldn't. I hope I'm wrong, though. I don't want that to happen because it's just going to make the already bad issues worse. Oh my gosh. I can't imagine the outrage, dude. Oh man, I hope we get a like Titan Nexus. I really want to crack it open. Is it on YouTube? It will be on YouTube and Twitch as well, TJ. But if you want to get the in-game rewards that you get by watching the live stream, you'll need to watch over on Twitch. Because you can link your Kabam account to your Twitch account. And they don't have it set up so that you can link it to YouTube, so... So definitely go watch over on Twitch if you're interested in the rewards. If they're the same rewards they've always done, it will just be like a couple anniversary crystals, basically. And then some revives and energy, I believe. Yeah, imagine we just get stuck in a loop where they just keep sending out compensation packages. How funny would that be, dude? Just like never ending. It'd be like that really old meme with that guy. He's like, we heard you like compensation. So we put a compensation for your compensation. So you can get compensated while you're getting compensated. Don't think you've managed to link your account. There's been a lot of people that were having issues with that. TJ, you may be one of them. What sucks is if you like made your Kabam account like with an email you no longer have, then you're just kind of boned, honestly. But they, at least for me, like there were a couple, I think, compensation packages I myself didn't get. And I do have my account linked, but I think they've got it down now. I've gotten the last few pretty reliably. Sometimes it's like a day late, though. It's kind of weird. I don't know how like Twitch drops work, but sometimes they're kind of inconsistent feeling. I hate that untouchable one. I give up, dude. Never mind, I don't. That was incredibly clutch. Yeah, definitely do. I mean, those like anniversary crystals, they can be pretty nice. Bruh, never mind, I'm not clutch. Is this special 2 enough? I think it is. I think she's dead. Yep. I'll take it. It would be cool if they gave us the rebirth crystals, like the most recent, like, special, I guess, crystal. I would very much like that. The rebirth crystals are way better. You wouldn't let her. That's a good one, Caveman. I like that one. Welcome in, man. Always love a good pun. They are welcome. Oh, I hate you, Warlock. Adam Warlock, I mean. Made you start a new account from scratch, which you heard happened to others. Yeah. I mean, like, I wouldn't worry too much about trying to get the drops. They're not as, like, important as they were before, because before they had Summoner Fest stuff tied to them. Now they're just regular drops. But yeah, as far as, like, account linking and stuff, man, it is very nice to be able to log into whatever device you want to. You know what I mean? So if you can't connect your account to a Kabam account in any way, definitely don't lose your phone or forget your Game Center login or whatever. That would be brutal. Dude, you know what I'm scared about? Is like, so you guys know, I'm like, at this point, unless there's something crazy, I'm pretty committed to saving my units for Banquet. I'm really worried that, like, for some reason, Cyber Monday will have a 7-star Nimrod. And he's like my favorite tech champion. I know he probably isn't as useful as he used to be, but I still really like Nimrod as a character. Yeah, Travis. I've played on a tablet before. It's definitely kind of hard to get used to. So I don't know if that would, like, sway your opinion at all. I think this game is a little bit easier on a phone, personally. Just like a tablet can be weird to hold, unless it, like, if it's like a smaller tablet, like, I don't think they make it anymore, but like playing on an iPad mini, that would be okay, probably. Oh, no, Hikuri, that's a bummer. You know what? It's to be expected right now. Unfortunately, there's a lot of people that are doing that. I think this Banquet will be really make or break for a lot of people. Unfortunately. How do I like the PC and controller? I like it. I don't mind it at all, TJ. It took some getting used to. Like, there's some muscle memory I had to, like, overwrite, essentially. But, and like, there's definitely... I still consistently, I feel like, play better on my phone, but I don't feel like it's a significant handicap. I can still do a lot of fights on the controller. So, overall, I'd say I like it. Yeah, that's probably a pretty good assessment, Caveman. Like, for me, I just like being able to, like, hold the phone, you know? And, like, tablets can get, like, kind of clunky. I don't know. It would be one thing if you could use a... I wonder if they'll add it in the future, like controller support. Because, like, technically they have it, right? Because you can use it on PC. If they ever added it, I think a tablet would be sick. But I don't... Also, like, on the subject of PC, like, I don't think your PC has to even be that good. Because, like, at its heart, this is still just a mobile game. You know what I mean? So, like... It would probably run on a lot of lower-end computers. I almost wonder, like, if it could run on a laptop, like a lower-end laptop. Just the way, like, technology is now, I bet it could. That would be an interesting, like, thing to test, right? If it could, you could potentially, like... you could, instead of buying a tablet, you could just buy a laptop, man. Or you could get, like, a Surface. Like, you could get the, like, laptop tablet hybrids. Dude, it probably would run on a MacBook, TJ. Probably would. Like, you can change graphics levels as well. Like, this is the highest graphics setting, and it's nothing, like, earth-shattering. Yeah, I don't think you're alone, Travis. And one thing that would be cool if they added, like, controller accessibility, right? Like, some people, like, for whatever reason, might need to use, like, a controller or something related to it in order to play the game. It would be a big win, I think. Yes, your PC is, like, 15 years old and it runs MCOC fine. Yeah, my PC is pretty outdated at this point. It has a 2060 in it. Which isn't like the worst graphics card, but it's plenty of NVIDIA GPUs have released since. The day I can upgrade my computer is going to be glorious. That much I will say. But yeah, I mean, it just took me maybe a week total to really get used to it, but probably just a couple days of, like, playing Arena for a few hours, and I think I was pretty much adjusted. The only difference is, like, the really baked-in muscle memory things. But it's nice, man. You get to play on a humongous screen. It's kind of cool. And for the most part, it's been really bug-free. Except for, like, an update ago where certain characters would crash the game entirely, but before that, it was just fine. And that seems to have been patched out, so... Unless you're, like, a big ISO Fiend player, you'll be fine. Yo, my favorite person, what's up? How you doing? My fellow white monster enjoyer. You wouldn't even know where to download it? You could download it on Steam, Travis. That would probably be the easiest place to find it. You can also just go straight to MCOC's, like, website, and there's a download link on there. You can also play on keyboard, if that interests you. In fact, it's probably a little easier than controller when you're used to it, because the inputs will happen almost instantly. Whereas, like, with the controller, like, if you're using analog sticks at least, which I do because it's more comfortable, then there's, like, a little bit of travel time there. So sometimes it can feel like maybe you're mistiming things a little bit, even though you probably aren't. But yeah, you could download it and just try, like, try your keyboard. Or you could, like, if you have, like, an Xbox controller, you can just plug it into your computer. Just with a cable. PlayStation as well. I think PlayStation you could even connect with Bluetooth, I think. You should give it a try, man. It's a really different feeling. It was actually really funny when I first switched over because my thumbs would still try to swipe, even like on the controller. just be like, that's when I say I had baked in reactions and stuff. Like they were baked in, man. Like crazy. Like when you're swiping your controller, that's when you know it's you've been playing this game for a long time. Dude, I need to take Serp to rank 4, I think. He might be in my next one. Your laptop is a year old? Bro, I guarantee it runs this game fine. You should do it while I'm still streaming, Travis. And you can let me know. Because I really kind of want to know that, because then if people come in, I can tell them that, like, it'll run it on, like, a newish laptop. Horrible lag. Oh, I bet, dude. If I'm ever gaming on my computer, I always plug my controller into, 'cause the input lag is unbearable for me. Some people can ignore it, man. I don't know if I'm built different or something, but if there's any little bit of input lag, it drives me crazy, and I can tell. Like people that play like first-person shooters on like a big TV could never do it. All you use it for is your 3D printer? Dude, you're a fellow 3D printer, Travis? How come you've never mentioned that before, dude? I also am. I have like everything behind me is 3D printed. Except for the lava lamp and the light, of course, but I've got my benchy over there on the windowsill, actually. Dude, I don't know why my hands always sweat so bad when I play this game. It's not like I'm nervous, I'm just playing Arena. Don't believe you have a cable for your Xbox controller? Any USB-C cable should work. Like, if you have a USB-C to charge your phone, that will work. 3D printer is the new vegan? What? I don't know what you mean. No, it is fun, dude. Listen, it's fun to talk about 3D printing. Hey, Charles, what's up, man? Welcome in. My day's been great today, actually. Hope your day has been fantabulous as well. My favorite print? My favorite print is the microwave handle I was talking about the other day. I like 3D prints that are actually functional the most, just because I feel more like proud. It gives me more of a reason to actually own a 3D printer. In case you guys weren't here, I fixed my in-laws microwave the other day because I printed them a new microwave handle. But I have just like an old CR10, Travis. I want to get like one of those new enclosed bamboo lab printers, man. They look so nice. The software like thing does concern me a little bit, but you uploaded a Sasquatch kill, fastest kill time for you against Crucible Red Goblin. Yeah, I'll take a look at that. It's gonna cost you though. No, I'm just kidding. I do play with a controller project. I do. I play it on my phone too, but not much. I don't really play off stream that much. The only time I really play off of stream is like when I'm doing boring things. Except for today though, I did the boring things on stream today actually. Security camera covers. That's an interesting one. But yeah, it's really cool. I don't know if you have any like CAD software experience or anything, Travis. But that's another one of my favorite things to print, is if it's like anything I've actually designed myself. Which I do have. You'd enjoy it? I don't think it's... Project, I don't know how good your finances and stuff are, but this isn't very an intensive game. I think you can probably run it on a lot of low-end machines. But yeah. It is pretty nice. I like having it on like the big screen. I definitely think this game is easier to play on a smartphone though. Yeah, that's good to know, Travis. Is it free? It is. Yeah, you can get it on Steam, Project. You can also, if you Google Marvel Contest of Champions PC, I would imagine, I haven't confirmed this, that the first website there is probably going to have a download link. And you can download it from Kabam's official website if you don't have Steam. Rintra's rival is rank 4? Wait. What is Rintra's rival? Does he even have a rival? Wait, are you talking about like your mobile account, Project? Yeah, you would just, if your game should probably be by now, but if not, you just need to connect your account on your phone to a Kabam account, and then you'll use that Kabam account to log in on the PC client, and then everything will port over, and you can go back and forth. What if it crashes? Then I guess we'll know that it's not ideal for the laptop. We will have answered that question. Oh, Sasquatch. Yeah, I didn't even know they were rivals. Is that like a lore thing? Or is that like headcanon, Charles? Also, in case you're wondering, you cannot log in on both devices at the same time. One will kick the other one off and vice versa. Yeah, no worries. Let me know if you have any other questions with it. It should be pretty easy. Oh, I've actually never seen people comparing the two. Speaking of which, let me fire up Discord really quick and I'll take a look at your big damage Sasquatch match. All right, what do we got? Also, plug for the Discord. It's in the video description if you guys want to join that bad boy. Been a lot of MCOC chatter lately. Discord is pretty friendly with each other, most of the time. All right, here we go. Let's see what we got. Rank 4 Sassy versus Red Goblin. Oh, okay. You got a message. Nice. The photo bomb. Dude, that's a reason I think if I were to actually stream from my phone, I would probably need like a new device entirely. Does he get the special 2-fold axe? Oh, he does. Beautiful. We need to get those big crits on the special 2. That's where the power's at. Oh, or we're just special 1 spam. Oof. This could be even faster if you didn't get hit. There's the big crit. 337k, dude. Jeez. I knew it had to come eventually. The video was about to end. That was crazy damage, dude. Sacrifice your laptop. It's for science, Travis. Listen, I can't see MCOC destroying your laptop. I would be shocked. If that happened, I would feel terrible. But there's no way that would happen. Maybe it could crash, but I don't think it would like break your computer or anything. Oh no, I don't care. That's fine, Charles. I got a good chuckle out of it. No worries, brother. Yeah, I think I like both champions. I think I like Rintra a little more though. Just because I feel like Rintra is regenning more often and can block and also gain health, which I enjoy. Like, I enjoy champions that are really sustainable. I'm not saying Sasquatch isn't that. I just feel like Rintra is a little bit more, like, potion friendly. There's been plenty of times I've finished with a full yellow bar when I was only, like, half health or so. Is opening a game destroyed my laptop? If that game is something that you pirated off the internet and that game is actually a virus, then I would say so. Not that I endorse that. You're asking for trouble. Although, to be fair, in today's day and age, with the cost of games now, would I blame you for pirating video games? I wouldn't. I wouldn't. It's risky business, though. Man, speaking of, like, game prices, they're even raising the price for Xbox Game Pass. I don't know if you guys saw that. I don't know if you guys are Xbox gamers, but that's kind of a big deal. Right. I think they're both really good, though, Charles. I do like that Rintra. I know it usually doesn't come into play, but it's nice that he can pause his ruptures. He gets willpower healing from his root. His Sig ability makes his healing even better. If you have the Juggernaut relic, his healing is even better. Also, with Rintra, his special 3 will heal. Not a lot of people know that. And his special 3 will guaranteed corner carry all the way to the other side, which can be really helpful for a lot of fights. And neutralize is crazy OP. Less or so as content is getting released, but that's risky, Travis. I never was like brave enough to use that. Back in the day, the only time I think I ever used LimeWire was to download like an iPod Touch jailbreak. What I usually did to get music was, and honestly, if I ever did download music, I just stream everything now. I would still probably do this, is I would just use, there's YouTube video to MP3 converters. That's where I would get music from. Which are also still probably like littered with viruses, depending on where you get all that stuff from. But that's usually the strategy I went with. I think the statute of limitations is passed if that's illegal, but I should be okay. Yeah, now it's just YouTube music for me all day, man. Or I just listen to podcasts. I'm like a big podcast enjoyer nowadays. I'll go back and forth, though. Like, sometimes I just get kind of sick of listening to music, you know, and I need to switch it up. And I'm surprised we haven't seen WAP or Spidey yet. Sasquatch can refresh. Man, I'm having a hard time talking tonight for whatever reason. I think I'm just trying to talk too fast. Oh, the special one spam refreshes them. Okay. I will admit, I'm not like, I just know basic things about his kit. I don't really know all the things. Also, I keep forgetting North Star has slow. Doesn't that seem a little redundant? Isn't like everybody slow compared to North Star? Does he need the debuff? Game Pass increase got you thinking of switching to PS5? I wouldn't blame you, but Travis, they're gonna do the same thing. The game publishers also, like, they'll kind of like look at each other across the aisle and go, hey man, you want to raise those prices? If you do it first, then I'll do it later. It's gonna happen, like, I promise. Just like all the consoles start increasing for everybody, and you can blame Nintendo. Whether it's this year or next year, I guarantee you the price goes up for PlayStation Plus or whatever their plan is called. But hey, if they don't do that, more power to them. You could always switch to PC. It's the way, man. To be fair, though, that is a much more expensive way. Oh, yeah. They're like, the ROG Ally, I think, isn't it? Isn't it like the Xbox ROG Ally? That's really expensive. Is Mac Jones top 5? No, dude. Shanahan is just a really good system coach. And they have Christian McCaffrey. But yeah, dude, I will say though, the Xbox ROG Ally, or whatever it's called, like their portable, does look really good though. PlayStation has a better catalog. Now they do, yeah. Especially since Xbox like decided they're not gonna do exclusives anymore, that they're gonna let like game publishers take stuff to PlayStation now. I think it's so they could honestly get one over on PlayStation and be like, look, we are good people. We just want gamers to have fun. But maybe PlayStation finally gives in, just like they did with the cross-platform issue back in the day. Like, for those of you that don't know, back in the day, cross-platform was not a thing. Go figure. The console wars were a lot more serious, I think, than they are now. But it was like a big thing. Everybody wanted crossplay enabled. And Xbox and PlayStation both, for the longest time, they just would not give. Eventually, though, Xbox realized it was a good PR move, and they were like, yeah, we'll totally do it if PlayStation agrees to it. And that made PlayStation look like the bad guy for like a year or two. And then PlayStation finally broke. And now we have crossplay on like everything. So maybe it would be like that, right? Maybe eventually PlayStation will be like, okay, yeah, just like throw all the games everywhere. We don't care. We just want gamers to enjoy. Who knows? Who freaking knows? Like, there have been PlayStation titles go to PC in the past. So I think we might be moving more that way. Yeah. Well, Spidey, I'm kind of bummed that you didn't know me like a couple years ago. I have always been anti Brock Purdy. Like, to me, it's always been obvious. He's just an okay quarterback, elevated by the weapons around him and his coach. Yeah, honestly, Travis, once you switch to PC, you'll never want to go back. Like, I never want to own a console again. Even though, like, the consoles are now probably better than my computer. Just, like, having two monitors, like, being able to stream is really cool. But also, like, if I want, like, a video pulled up, or music, or a movie, or whatever, like, it's really nice being able to multitask and, like, do things like that on a computer. Also, having online free is nice. That's a good question, Ego. As to my knowledge, there's been no announcement made about that. I would just sit tight. I think probably you would. Just keep in mind, like, it's probably not going to be as good as the rest of the player base will receive, just because your progression won't be as high. But I'm sure for your progression level, it'll still be good if you get it. I hope you get it though, man. I think it'll probably be pretty good compensation. So. Am I willing to recommend a setup or a brand? I don't know enough. My computer was built a long time ago. Like basic recommendations I can give you. I can't recommend you any specific components necessarily. But currently, if you want to get a CPU, you want to go with Ryzen over Intel. That's like the general consensus. And then as far as like graphics cards go, personally, I think Nvidia is still better. Like not necessarily because like the GPU itself is better. It just seems like it's a lot easier of an experience. At least that's been my experience with Nvidia. But like I said, I know nothing really about their current graphics cards, at least. I can tell you with pretty good confidence, though, that generally you want to stick with Ryzen over Intel. I'm sure there's people out there that are better than me with that kind of stuff, though. What I would recommend, if you're planning on building your own PC, or if you just want to buy a pre-built computer, I would turn to Reddit. Like, there's some Reddit pages, I think, like... Oh, man. Like... I guarantee if you just look up like PC building help or something like that, there's probably Reddit pages that are geared towards that. And if you post like a budget on there or ask for recommendations, or even if you just browse those Reddit pages, there's a lot of really smart computer people that will post like different components that are really good. Also, if you're in the market for a computer, Cyber Monday or like Black Friday are also really good times to buy. I was really close to upgrading a couple years ago for Black Friday. It comes on Fridays, buddy. Yeah, there's Asus, there's Corsair. They make components, NVIDIA, Intel, Ryzen. I think there's probably one other I'm forgetting or so. But yeah, I listen, Reddit is a cesspool in a lot of different ways, but there are a lot of very smart computer people on there. Like, if I ever plan to upgrade in a way where I'm building my own PC, I definitely want to just... I'll probably post and I'll be like, my budget is this. What is the best gaming / streaming PC? And usually, like, the smart people will agree on a certain build. So. Yeah, Corsair makes power supplies, and I think they make RAM. I'm not sure what else they make, though. Oh, also Seagate. That's like a hard drive company. Also Samsung, they make solid state drives and probably some other stuff as well. There's actually a lot of players in the game. That's why I said, man, ask the smart people on Reddit. That's the best advice I could give you. Asus and ROG, like ROG. Yeah, Asus makes, like, from what I understand, like, ROG, Republic of Gamers, is like Asus's, like, gaming side of their components. Like, those things are geared to be more towards gamers. So, like, a lot of that stuff will have, like, RGB, stuff like that. Asus just made monitors? Yeah, no. They make, like, motherboards and stuff. I think I have an Asus motherboard in my computer. Yeah, Travis. I mean, I definitely recommend PC. One thing, like, you just gotta accept that eventually, unless you're really consistent about upgrading it, the console will become better eventually. Probably. I don't know. Timing is important too, man. Like, if they announce like a new line of GPUs, then the previous ones will go like cheaper, stuff like that. So before you're gonna buy, maybe also make sure that there aren't like new announcements coming soon. Spidey, I think Mac Jones is dead now. I think he went down. I think it's good, Charles. What's up, Samuel? What's up, man? What's up? What's up? What's up? But yeah, I went straight from an Xbox One to a PC as well. It's really refreshing. But yeah, I think the change is ultimately a positive one. Like, that's kind of the take that I had. Like, if you really want to, you can keep her evade, like give her a slow or something. I think the problem, it sounded like to me, was always just that evade, ensnare itself was just too powerful to put in an already powerful champions kit. So yeah, it is cool she can still counter bullseye. So they pseudo like took my advice. They did it in a way that I thought was really good. I would have never had that idea. Oh, rip, Jack-o'-lantern does nothing against arcade. A button stuck there, I think. That sucks. Just standing there like a dummy. There we go. Now we heavy attacked him. Yeah, no, they were cooking. Honestly, he probably should be their QB3. Yeah, yeah. It's kind of like, it's like a good and a bad thing. I still don't think they quite hit the mark as far as, like, the statement they made about it. Because at least from my perspective, I think it was blatantly obvious. I really think the nerf had nothing to do with defense. I really think it was just they made her really too strong on offense, and they needed to dial it back. Because it was like maybe costing them. Really, 1%. There we go. But you know what? Win's a win. You think it'll be pre-recorded? I actually thought about that too, Travis. It seems like kind of a weak thing to do though, man. It's like we're too ashamed. Like, we need to bury our heads in the sand. But if they did that, I don't know how they would do the giveaways, right? Because now they do giveaways every stream. And they can't pre-record that. Whew. Excuse me. It can't be cleansed yet, Charles. Just wait until we have champions that can cleanse severe debuffs. Because it's gotta happen. We don't deserve giveaways? Oh, yeah, we do. Are you kidding me? We deserve all the free stuff. I think we all deserve giveaways. Thank you, Charles. You know what? Chris Pie 5 for being a stand-up citizen there with the bless you. That's like my favorite thing to do, by the way. It's I think people get weirded out by it. But if I'm like at the store, right? And I hear somebody sneeze like from like 6 aisles over or any number. I mean, that's just a random number, but I will always shout bless you. It embarrasses the heck out of my wife. It's probably one of my like most toxic traits. But man, is it fun. 2 Titan Nexuses, dude, that's the dream. I hope so. If that's the case, I'm popping both of them. I'm on the record already. If we get a Titan Nexus, I will open it tomorrow. Although, if there's a Titan Nexus on the board, they really probably will crash the game from that. All right. The Crisp High 5? Heck yeah, man. You hate feeling compelled to watch? Well, for what it's worth, Wolverine, your chances on the giveaways are extraordinarily low because there's always a billion people that are in those streams. You could definitely miss out. I hated feeling like I had to watch them during the Summoner Fest stuff, though. There was a lot of points wrapped up in their live streams. And I missed one of them, which was kind of a bummer. I could have ranked higher. You'll save it? Yeah, I mean, that would be the smart thing to do. It's just, it's a Nexus, man. I want to open that. I already had a Nexus sitting in my inventory for a long time. I don't know if I can do it again. Oh, do you get drops if you're just listening to the audio? I was always under, like, I guess I'm always really paranoid when it comes to drops. Like, I'll be really, like, nervous that for some reason it won't count if I don't have it pulled up, like, on my screen, like, in focus. Stuff like that. Yeah, I mean, the drops are like, yeah, they're like the reunion crystals, like revives, and then like some energy, I think. Although, hopefully they change those to the rebirth crystals. That would be awesome. It's during work hours. They give you a bathroom break, right, Charles? Just, like, slip in the bathroom, turn it on your phone. Bing, bada, boom. Profit. Or have ChatGPT write you a code where it'll go to their Twitch and, like, click on a live stream for you. That would be crazy. You probably could do that, though, with ChatGPT or something. Oh, okay. You leave it on your screen. Okay, I thought you maybe, like, locked your phone or something. And I was going to say I'm surprised. Puka's selling you? What do you mean? Puka's having a great game, Spidey. Or are you going against Puka, and that's why you're saying that? You have 7 Titans? My goodness, dude. Share some with the rest of the class, please. No, I mostly want to open up a Nexus because I'm greedy. And I want a Spider-Woman or a Carolina Dean. Okay. You can go to the bathroom, but not for very long. Yeah, that's fair. I will say, dude, that always bugs me, though, when employers, like, try to put a cap on your bathroom time. It's like, bro, nature calls, I'm letting it do its thing, you know? It definitely, people abuse that, though, if it's, like, a policy that you have. What is the saying? Like, boss gets a nickel... No. boss gets a quarter, I get a dime. That's why I poop on company time. I think that's the, isn't that the saying? That's for Sunday, Ego. So that quest stays locked until Sunday, the end of the week. And then you use your intel for it. It's kind of weird that way. Venom. Dude, I like the little smoke that goes up from the ground from Cyclops is like a 5th medium. Or 5th medium? Oh my gosh. 5th attack, 2nd medium? That's what I meant to say. Dude, how did Venom jump that far? Did you see that? What was that? Seriously? Dude, homie jumped across the screen for that special too. My goodness. A Titan 7-star Nexus. Yeah, that's not a bad lineup. I think they'd have to be like level 3 revives. I think level 4 maybe. I think those exist. Man, that special 2, not special do. I don't know where that came from. Does some damage. I don't know if that's how it's like supposed to be though. It just feels like it's like way too far. Yeah, dude, I always go for the special 1 bait on Venom, man. Special 2, it's my kryptonite. Always has been. Speaking of kryptonite though, man, it would really suck to be weak to a rock. Have you guys ever thought about that? I was watching like somebody's review on the Superman movie a while ago, and I just like kind of had that random thought. Like, you're the most powerful being in the universe, basically, right? But a rock, like a crystal, is what cooks you? Are you for real? Man, that's like rough living, man. It couldn't have been like something cooler, like there. I don't know. I just think it's funny. Expecting that much? No, it has to be like that good, Ego, in my opinion. If it does not meet the community's high standards, people are going to be ticked off. I guess that's fair, Caveman. But, like, we're human. You know? Homie can literally fly into the sun and survive. So, I don't know, man. Yeah, so, from what I understand, like, the lore behind Kryptonite is it's just the remnant of his planet after it exploded or whatever happened to Krypton. Hence, Kryptonite. Yeah. There's also different kinds of kryptonite, like different colors. And they do like different things. Like I think red will make him like angry or something. I don't know. There's a rainbow kryptonite. I'll let you guys guess what that one does. Just keep it to yourself. I don't want to get controversial in the chat. But yeah, there's a bunch of different kryptonites. The green one is the one we care about, though. That's the one that does damage. But anyway, like, back to the compensation, what I was saying. Like, I think they have to over-deliver. I really think it has to be better than anybody is expecting. And that will go a long way. Dude, imagine they give us a Titan just selector. No, they would never. That would be bananas. But yeah, I think it has to be really juicy rewards-wise. Also, guys, if you're enjoying the stream, I think it's been a great one so far. If you could go ahead and drop a like down below, just so we can help the channel grow a little bit. The channel has exploded the last week or two. We're like basically 75 subs or so away from hitting our sub goal, which would be really cool. So also subscribe if you haven't already. Be sick. Yeah, I hope you get Nico as well. If we get a Titan Nico. This has been the worst stream. Yeah. Dude, so bad. I also stick around streams that I consider the worst. You always forget to like that? No worries. No worries. I try not to mention it too often. It annoys me if I'm watching streams. But I do notice a significant difference actually. If we can get like likes up to around 20, the views generally are better. That's all I want, man. I just want to get new people in the chat, meet new people, stuff like that. Ooh, I actually have a Havoc counter. Beautiful. A Titan selector. Dude, that has never happened. That's true. Wait, has it really? That hasn't even been... I guess that you don't really need a Titan selector. Usually they'll just do selectors for like an entire year. They've done that. That's probably why they don't need to do like the Titan selector per se. They'll just let you pick whatever champion you want from 2025. Do 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 do. Dude, I love his intro. I wish every champion had a sick intro like that. Actually, no, I take it back. That would make arena grinding take way too long. You're gonna do Act 8 Crucible today? Heck yeah. Are you gonna wing it, Ego, or did you, like, make a plan? I'm definitely pro, like, plan it out on a spreadsheet. Unless you have a roster that's just like full of rank 3s and 4s. Then you can probably wing it, no problem. If you push Red Skull to his special 3, you don't have to deal with his evade or unstoppable. That's some big brain activity, caveman. You know what? That's true. I may just have to start doing that. That's brilliant. Alright, Venom, bring it on. Also, I'm disgusted by this person. They don't have their Venom higher than a rank 1. and he's awakened. The disrespect is ridiculous. You planned it out? Okay, nice. Yeah, his spreadsheet is the one that I used, Ego. Seemed to do okay. There's a couple champions he recommended that I didn't use, but for the most part, I pretty much followed the pool of champions that he would recommend for individual fights. Dude, Deadly Origin is actually really fun to use. I wish he had some sort of like defense and or health. Oh no. Okay, we're good. I thought he got a special 3 there. I was like clenching a little bit, not gonna lie. I have a video out myself too, Ego, and like matchups that I would recommend you use certain champions for. May not be a bad watch for you. I know that's a shameless self-promotion, but actually, you know what? I'll never apologize. It's a good video. But you better get a Kraken, dude. That quest takes a long time. If you're planning on doing it in one sitting, make sure you're not doing anything for the next like 3 hours. Unless you're doing normal difficulty, I guess. Alright, we got us some Spoderman. Too bad Saiyan isn't here, Charles. He'd be so proud of me right now. And Spider-Man is such a good matchup against Thing. Dude, I hate fighting Quicksilver. I don't know if I'm the only one there, but he drives me insane. I wonder if this will be enough. Yeah, it will. .3 boss was easier than you expected. 1 team revive. And 140% for free time. Yeah, it was like Dread Emperor Doom was like he looks cool, but like the fight itself kind of disappointed me a little bit. I wanted it to be a little bit harder, but then I had the thought come to me, like, do I want him to be harder? Because then he's going to be in Crucible content, and I'm going to hate everything. So I'm okay that he's like not the hardest fight in the world, you know? I did kind of expect like Doctor Doom as a boss to be like maybe the finale, like the boss for 9.4. So I do wonder who it'll be now, though. But yeah, Dread Emperor Doom is not that bad. Especially if you have Silk. I think Silk is probably the best champion for that fight. I wish Leader did more damage. Quicksilver drives you insane too, Caveman. I'm glad I'm not alone. He doesn't always come on. Hey, yeah. It is fun when he drops by, though, Charles. I often see him posting a lot when I'm browsing Reddit, defending unorthodox champions, and I try to back him up once in a while. I don't know why that has no sound effect for me on PC. It'd be cool if Zola could combo chain into his heavy. Alright. Good job, Mr. Electric. Next man up. Yeah, that's not gonna reach. Yeah. Maker is kind of fun in Arena. Yeah, it sounds so quiet. Yeah, I try not, like, if you guys want me to turn it up, I can, but I keep the game volume fairly low just so that you guys can actually hear and understand me. But you may not notice is like some special attacks, and I don't know if it's a PC thing because I've never actually remembered to check on my phone or not, but it seems like some like special attack sound effects like just aren't there, and I don't know why. Like there was no sound at all for the Maker Special 1. I'm pretty sure there's supposed to be. Or Arnim Zola's Special 2, there was nothing there. Like no buzzsaw sounds or anything else like that. And I do have sound effects on, obviously, because you can like hear stuff. I just don't know why some special attacks have no audio. Really weird. Do. But yeah, if you guys ever want to hear the music louder, let me know. I just don't want it to drown out my own commentary or be like too loud and obnoxious, you know? Oh, bummer. Just applying my ensnare. Careful though. if Kabam learns that Jabari has Ensnare, they might nerf her. Freaking unstoppable, man. Or unblockable, I mean. Alright. Making our way through the arena pretty quick tonight. Ugh. I really need, like, I need one of those chairs. Like, some of them have armrests you can, like, swivel outwards. I need one of those. Or, like, maybe, like, I could buy an armrest extension to extend it sideways. Because, like, my shoulders are kind of naturally more broad. And they just don't lie very well on my armrests. Charles, look away. It's your Hulk Buster, dude. Whoa, Mysterio has heal block? Oh my gosh, I didn't know he could apply that on a light ending combo. What? Dude. There's been so many tech pads that I think I could have just used Mysterio. It's like a really crappy heal block. It only lasts for like 2 seconds. And I think it uses his like gas or whatever. But I did not know that. What? That's crazy. How come nobody told me that? Chat, what the heck? What else can Mysterio do that I have no idea about? I thought he just did poison and then was just really annoying everywhere else. With power draining and going semi-invis. Maybe I'll rank him up to rank 4 now. Just kidding. That's all his things. I was missing one thing. Alright, well, I'll take it then. I know he can do like a really big poison off of like a special 3. He can apply poison off of his heavy attack. Medium enders give him like poison charges, thingamajigs. If he's armor broken, his helmet will break. So he won't generate his charges. It's just annoying, dude. It feels like no matter which special attack you bait for Mysterio, it sucks. Killmonger. Anyway, I don't... Sorry, I really zoned out there. I was replying to a message on my phone. But I don't feel like Killmonger needs a tune-up. I think he's like still pretty good on defense and stuff. Dude, Caveman coming in clutch with the the S tier advice. Thank you, man. You know what? I think they should have... I might let you write the script for like any sort of video I make for like how to fight a champion. Actually, that gives me a funny idea though. I could do like champion like how-to videos on like how to fight certain champs. But then I could just be like completely stupid about it. Like telling people to get hit by a special 3 so that they don't have to deal with any other part of a character's kit. Stuff like that. On offense, his damage is so bad. I don't really know much about KM on offense. I don't even know like what his rotation is. I think most of his damage is in his special 2, no? I'm not 100%. Oh man, the AI was like spamming that special. My goodness. That would be a funny video idea though. Who else would I do one of those for though? You could do one with Hyperion. I'd be like, many people recommend you juggle his power bar, but I actually think you should just get hit by his special 3. Then you don't get armor broken, stunned, or incinerated. Well, he has a weak bleed every 20 hits. That's a high threshold. Unless he has a way to gain combo quickly. That's like a really aggressive number, I feel like. Dang, I'm getting better at the Bastion Special 1. That's good. Oh my gosh, AI, please. Whatever, dude. We got it. Sora, we get compensation tomorrow. I don't know what time zone you're in, but we will get it on the day that whatever it is in your time zone, Kabam is doing their live stream. It'll be on that day. Okay, it's also a crit thing, Caveman. Okay. That's not as bad. You could give him like a crit stat focus. That might help. But yeah, it should come out within the next 24 hours, I would imagine. If you want just like a general timeline. Also, my game is going to look like it's lagging here. It's not. It's just Isophene for some reason on the PC version has a hard time. For whatever reason. What will we get? That has not been announced yet, Sora. Although, I would expect something very good. Because if it's not, I think the player base will be very, very, very unhappy. So I think they need to over-deliver. Personally, like if I worked at Kabam and I wanted the player base to feel like we'd turned a new leaf, I would make sure the compensation was really good. So I would expect possibly a Titan, probably a 7-star crystal of some kind. Surely, like there's gotta be. I really, really think it would be a mistake not to have something that good. Yeah, I think it is possible to have a Titan. A Titan or a 7-star basic, yeah. I wouldn't, maybe like, they're definitely going to be a lot of energy refills, I bet, and stuff. He does have the crit stat focus. He's rank 3, and he hits like a 2-star Ant-Man. It can't be that bad. 2-star Ant-Man would be incredibly bad, man. Yeah, that's why I think there's probably going to be a Titan Travis, or not Travis, Sora. And if it is a basic, they might even make it a Nexus to make it like more worth it. I could see that happening. But yeah, I have high hopes. Have I seen the series Yusafa has been doing, Voices of the Community? No, I have not. I really don't watch a lot of MCOC content, Travis. I know I'm like an MCOC focused YouTuber, but I don't know. I'll like see thumbnails and stuff. I don't usually click on videos. The last video I watched was it was Vega's video talking about why he left because I was really interested. Yeah, I could see a tier 7 basic. I think it needs to be really good compensation, whatever they do. So if it meets the bar... Oh, buns. You ruined my moonwalk. That's so rude, Jean Grey. Oh, whoops. But no, could you explain to me what that series is, Travis? You're cooking in fantasy? Glad to hear it, Dark. I have Kyron Williams on my team. So I think I'm looking pretty good as well this week. Somebody in my league traded Kyron Williams to me for Chase Brown. Can you believe that? I couldn't believe it. But unfortunately in that league I'm 0-4, so I'm pretty much out of it anyway. Okay. You benched Kyron? Oh, big sad. Or yeah. Yeah, it's been a good game for Kyron. Blake Corum fumbled the ball earlier and then like can't catch apparently, so it's been stocks on the rise a little bit more for my boy Kyron. Interviews MCOC players, some whales, some casuals. Find it interesting. That would be a cool series. I would be down for that. Although I think like you wouldn't hear much new. Like I'm very forthcoming with my opinions on the game, I think. You only have to be in a few of my streams, and I'm usually more than happy to tell you what I think. You're gonna be Dark Warlock. Ooh, I like that. That'll help me. Well, actually, no. I've adjusted to Mr. Dark now, but I do think Warlock was like sick to have in the name, to be honest. PlayStation servers are down? Oh, dude, that's a bummer. I should go on there. Yeah, if I was ever invited to, I would definitely consider it. I don't really know Yusafa at all, though. Yeah. I wonder if that's like his way to skirt like the contract he has with Kabam, because like he's in the content creator program, right? And they're kind of like to a certain degree limited in like things they can say or critique about the game. But if you're just interviewing people, not a bad idea. Get in the spirit. I like it, Warlock. Well, I'll go back to calling you Warlock then. Part of my problem with like, I have so many thoughts about the game. I don't know if I could really put them into like a well-structured point, you know? That's what I like about live streaming. Like, as things come up in the chat, I can like address them as they come up. I think if I were put on the spot and just been like, tell me everything about this game and how you feel, that'd be tough, man. Also, I would probably... I wonder if I would anger some people. I don't feel like... I'm critical of the game, but I'm not as aggressively critical as I think the community may want people to be. I like to think I think of things pretty objectively. And I'm, like, definitely willing to, like, flex my opinion based on, like, if I hear good arguments for certain things, which has happened in the past. My second favorite class? Probably Mystic. I really like the Mystic class as well. Which is kind of funny because they're polar opposites. But it's also a little bit poetic if you think about it. But yeah, if I see a dupe, like if I do see a big problem, I'm more than willing to address it though. Like I made a video about the Human Torch thing and stuff like that. The Sabretooth buff. Made a video about Sabretooth too. That one wasn't super controversial though. That sounds so Cloak and Dagger, Zemo. Trying to keep their identity a secret. It sounds like you're gonna be doing some like weird behind the scenes thing. You're like, yeah, we're meeting up on the DL. I wish I could go to Vancouver though, man. That would be so fun to go to Summoner Fest. I know I don't know like anyone there, or I wouldn't know anyone there, but that would be so sweet, dude. You click on your profile, Tim, and then there's like a button you click, like, you know, the at the top. It's really unintuitive. I had to look it up, but yeah, you click on your profile and there's a way to do it there. Oh, I know. Warlock, I'm surprised it's this close. But yeah, Tim, it's like right here. Just click at the top and then where is it? You go right here and then equip emotes. So the pencil. It's kind of weird. Like, I think they should put it in the deck building area personally, but whatever. If I went, I would know you. That's true. Yeah, I mean, I know like what some other streamers look like. Like I could I could recognize a few if I saw them. I would more mean like it would just be weird for me to go up to them because they don't know me. Sora, yes and no. I think it's almost feels like more of a buff with what they're doing now. They're making it a lot easier to counter evade, but you lose the ability accuracy reduction, which I think is fine. I mean, the Rams would be up if they didn't miss the extra point. Oh, I don't know who that is. They won't get the 2 points. Never say never, man. There's some really crazy sacks that happen in the NFL. There's that big Cersei special 2 damage, man. Caveman, you own a 7-star Sabertooth too? Dude, yeah, his damage gets nutty, but like, my point in the video is like, what's the point? You just lose it anyway. And it's random at like how many persistent charges you get. It's just so stupid how they like changed his kit. His damage can like seriously get high though. It's just it's not really worth all the ramp up and the time. It's just you're better off using a different champion. It is kind of fun though. He places highly in Battlegrounds? Okay. Yeah, that would make sense that I'd never see him. Ooh. I'm not gonna lie, I have the game minimized on my other monitor. Sorry. Perks of being on PC, man. I can't state it enough. Dude, you know what I'd really want to do though is and I don't think I would have the game smart like chops, but dude, I think it would be fun to commentate the Summoner Fest matches. I would do that all day. Yeah, pretty much how it is, Caveman. There's 400. Yeah, it feels that way. It really does. It's a missed opportunity. I think they should have put his Sasquatch synergy like and put it base kit. It is cool that like he can crit as hard as he can crit when he's like max ramp even at rank 1, but it's just not worth it. Warlock, I wouldn't disagree with you. I think the Panthers are maybe a little better than people think. They're just really banged up right now. If anything, that's why the Finns have a chance. Have you seen their injury report, Warlock? It's bad. What? What? The AI hits me once and dashes back? What's that crap, dude? What is that? Hawkeye's a genius? How does he know? Dude, is the AI... Okay, what? There we go. That was crazy, dude. He's just like... won't attack the block. No Tyreek, it'll be brutal, but Malik Washington is really good. You're gonna start probably hearing his... hopefully hearing his name called a lot more. Malik Washington and Jalen Waddle are still pretty good receiving core. But, like I said, dude, I don't think the Dolphins are good. They barely beat an 0-3 Jets team that had fumbled the ball, like, or turned the ball over 3 times, I think. And they still barely won. So... yeah, Tyreek may never play in the NFL again, honestly. Although his state, like his agent said today, like the surgery went well and should be able to suit up for next season, which is crazy impressive if that actually happens. AI 2.0, it feels that way. I've never seen him act like that. The AI can be that passive in the 4-star arena, but that was whack, dude. Like, Danny Moonstar's kit relies on them attacking into your block and missing. And Hawkeye was just like, oh, I missed. Better back up. He's a genius, man. He's a knower. What is that move supposed to do? Where he takes his hammer and, like, pulls it back towards him? Makes no sense. Why does Yelena do, like, 10% of your health and a parried hit? Is her Pierce just that insane? Yeah, well, if she's in her elimination mode, she, like, I think she, like, crits through block and stuff. Kind of like Bullseye does. Doesn't she? Which gal do I think is the prettiest? It's a toss-up between... Honestly, actually, no. I would probably say Black Widow Clairvoyant. There's some decent options out there, though. I don't really... That's not really a question I've thought about too frequently. Bruh. Oh my gosh, I'm getting dunked on. Black Cat's a good one too. Yeah, I forgot about her. I still don't think I would change my answer though, but Black Cat is probably up there. Jean Grey is not bad looking either. Different strokes for different folks, Zemo. Danny Moonstar for you? I don't know if I've ever actually examined, for purely science research purposes, of course. I don't know if I've ever really examined her character model. Oh, I whiffed. I actually think I had that, and I just kind of choked it. Yankees moving on to Toronto? Oh, yeah. The Yankees won, huh? That's good, man. I don't have any sort of baseball team, but it sounds like your guys won, which I'm happy for you. No. Curse you, Hawkeye, and your absolutely genius AI. He's too smart to be left alive, chat. Also, once again, by the way, if you're enjoying the stream, if you could go ahead and like the stream, which is that big thumbs up button that's like here, 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 or here, depending on what you're watching on, that would be greatly appreciated. Just so we can get a little bit bigger reach in the community. It also makes you like super cool too. All the cool kids are doing it, actually. Oh, I thought I got the reparry. Oh well. Big rip. Boom! Choke slamming arcade. Now that is something that makes a MCOC player feel good. Oh, buns. Is that enough? Really? Something I discovered recently that's really good. Reese's flavored Oreos. Dude, yes. Yes, those are very good, Charles. My wife and I were at the store like a couple weeks ago. And I was like, dude, we gotta buy these. There were only 2 boxes left in the entire store. And I was like, we have to buy these. They're probably super tasty. And they were. I had like the whole thing. And I'm like semi-ashamed to admit it in like a single day. But also no regrets, you know? It was one of those deals. It was freaking awesome. They also have Oreo flavored Reese's, but those were not that good. At least not in my opinion. And I like Reese's. And I like Oreos, but I didn't think they fit together in that direction. But yeah, the Reese's flavored Oreos bang hard. They kind of taste like Nutter Butters to me. If you've ever had Nutter Butters. You know what sounded tasty but tasted like depression and chemicals? That's also probably the best description I've ever heard, because that's what most of that is. Depression and chemicals. Chocolatey chunk cookie dough Rice Krispie treats. Man, that does sound like it would be better than it is, though. Oh, I didn't even dip them into milk. I thought about it. I just don't think... I don't know. I just kind of wanted to, you know, eat them. I didn't want to wait. It would be good, though. I did think it would be fun to, like, crush them up and put them in, like, vanilla ice cream or something. Make my own, like, Oreo ice cream, but with the Reese's Oreos. I am somewhat of a food engineer occasionally. I'm willing to mix things and try to make things taste better. There's no way these aren't amazing. I think a lot of that like artificial cookie dough kind of stuff is usually a miss. Just because they have to put so many preservatives in the cookie dough that they don't taste good. Like, generally, I'll only have cookie dough if it's like in a shake or something like from a local place. Or I buy like actual tubs of cookie dough. But if it's ever like a snack of some kind with like cookie dough bites or bits in it, usually they're just not that good because they're preserved. You know, that kind of stuff is better fresh. I mean, there's a lot of places that do that, to be fair. But yeah, there's definitely probably one place that I think worth both thinking about. Yeah. I mean, I like to get shakes all over. It's not usually like a single place, but yes. What is my favorite candy as far as chocolate, non-chocolate, and overall? It's a good question. That has actually changed with time. Like, it's changed a lot, I feel like. I'm a big enjoyer of like gummy candy. And it's a toss-up for me between sour gummy worms and peach rings, I think probably. There might be like whenever I have like I'm asked my favorite on things, it's usually hard for me to actually remember like all the candies I do actually like. So this may be semi-inaccurate, but those are the ones that come to mind. And then as far as chocolate goes, I really like Twix or Take 5. Take 5 candy bars are the one with like I think they have like some nougat and then like pretzel inside. Those are really good. And then Twix. Chocolate Reese's. I think that's admirable. Like Reese's is definitely up there for me. I used to really like gummy bears too, but those like they'll give me a lot like really bad heartburn. All right. Nerd clusters? Ooh, yeah, those are good too. You know what? Oh, I definitely probably rank those like by sour gummy worms, like in the similar spot. If you put peanut butter M&Ms in your mouth and let them warm up before you bite them, it's hard to beat. My wife really loves peanut butter M&Ms, caveman. Also, I think I accidentally did another team and I didn't need to because I had the milestones done, but oh well. I listen, I think it's like Nerds are really good, don't get me wrong, but it feels kind of like an upgrade to me. You've been on a Butterfinger addiction? Dude, early on, like, Butterfingers were up there for me, but they just, they don't hit like they used to. And I don't know what it is. It's like some weird enigma, but I guess your taste buds do change as you get older. Oh no, special 3 incoming. Whoopsies. That's such a freaking cool special 3, by the way. Too bad it did legitimately nothing. Okay, I have to take my hand off the controller. I will queue up another team on accident. I like airheads too, but they're not like top tier or anything. I really like sour slash like citrusy kinds of candies. Ooh, I also really like warheads. I know that might be a hot take for a lot of people, but I think warheads are really good. I love sour candy. Sour things, like, generally speaking, are like, they do it for me, dude. Or like the, I would also have that sour spray, like those little canisters. I did those a lot. Bro, yeah, sour Skittles are goated. They get you, like, the part of the rough thing about, like, sour candies, though, is, like, you're asking for canker sores. Help all button when, Kabam? You know what I should do? Chat, I should go to Summoner Fest this year. And I should just get a billboard and protest outside of Summoner Fest and try to get Kabam to add a help all button. Do it for the people. Can you imagine? Dude, look, they could announce psych, no compensation on Friday. I would be upset. But if they updated to the game to have a help all button, everything is forgiven. You can do whatever you want, Kabam. Everything is forgiven. Give me a help all button and we're square. The tropical flavor Skittles? I like the, like, wild berry Skittles. They're pretty good. I do like the sour Skittles the most, though. Because like I said, I really like sour things. Ooh, also, okay. Not my favorite candy, but it's high up there. High Chews. I've really started to enjoy High Chews a lot lately. High Chews are bomb. And there's like a bunch of like really good flavors. Sour candies hurt your teeth if you eat them too much? Maybe if they're like, yeah, no, I can see that. Like, citric acid is really destructive on your teeth. from what I understand, like research I've done, like if you're drinking soda, like sugary drinks and stuff, like yeah, the sugar and stuff is bad for your teeth, but the thing that'll actually like do the most damage is citric acid. So usually, if like when you get done drinking a soda or something, it can actually go a long way if you just gargle with water, and like brushing your teeth obviously helps too, but you just want to get that off your teeth because that erodes your enamel and stuff. What I've heard from like dentists and stuff before. But guys, when I say I like sour things, let me just tell you how much I like sour things, okay? I will go to the store and I'll buy some lemons and I will sit down after I get home, I'll get a knife and I'll cut them into slices and I'll just eat the lemons, man. That's how much I love sour things. Beautiful. Sour things are the bomb diggity. To be fair, I do credit that for having like a really good immune system, though. If I get sick, I generally don't stay sick for very long. Heck yeah, Zemo. Dude, you don't see too many of us, man. There's not a lot of like sour enjoyers out there. It seems like we got a pretty good amount of like sour or sour adjacent enjoyers in the chat, though. Rinse with water before brushing. Going straight from soda to brushing can just mash all that sugar in. Yeah, there you go. Yep. What Wolverine said. Do that. Also, I'm pretty sure you're supposed to floss before you brush your teeth as well. I mean, most people probably do that already, but for the longest time, I would floss last. Which, it doesn't really make that much sense. Alrighty. Does okay, Rhino is technically in a suit. Is he magnetic? I actually don't know. He is not magnetic. Is this version of Rhino not like in a suit? I thought like Rhino was always a guy in a suit. Am I wrong, chat? Am I wrong? Flossing second you have a chance to take some toothpaste along with the floss. Honestly, if you really want to be good about it, like you could probably floss before and after you brush. Just don't drink soda at all. It's terrible for you. I mean, yeah, that you're not wrong. It's too tasty, man. I don't know if I'll ever be able to give it up. Eventually I probably will, but that time is not now. I don't go super overboard with it, though. I'll just drink soda, like, once in a while. I'm not, like, going to the store and getting, like, 12 packs and stuff. That is where it gets expensive. But once in a while, I like the spicy water, you know? Yeah, Rhino is a guy in a suit. Okay, so I feel like Magneto should affect him, no? I feel like deceived. Honestly, that's probably the best way to do it, Nick. I know a lot of people that quit soda, and there's a lot of positive benefits. Like, you usually lose a pretty good amount of weight. Your energy levels return to, like, more normal levels. Like there's a lot of positives to it, man. I just like soda. I just like how it tastes, and that's all I can say. You could pretty much stop cold turkey. Dude, yeah, I feel like if I really needed to, I could stop cold turkey. I really don't feel like addicted to it or anything. I know some people that are. Everybody I feel like knows that one guy, right? Like any given time, you can count on that person to have like an insane amount of Coca-Cola or like Diet Coke in their fridge. I'm not that guy. Yeah, I'm sure like my taste buds will maybe eventually shift. And then maybe I'll be like, yeah, okay, maybe I'm done now. You were that guy? Mountain Dew? Okay, yeah, respect. For sure, Wolverine. I mean, Mountain Dew is my soda of choice as well. You didn't like the fizz from soda? See, that's what I like. Like if a soda goes flat, it doesn't hit the same for me. That's why I said I need the bubbly, I need the spice, man. But like I also hate like tonic waters, right? Because those are technically carbonated and stuff. So like I still like the taste of soda. But like, man, the mixture of the two, like the bubbly and the flavor of most sodas, love it. Mountain Dew Voltage, best soda. In my mind. It's not a super popular take. I understand that, but I love Mountain Dew Voltage, man. Man, today has been a really good stream, guys. Thanks everybody for being actively engaged in the chat. I appreciate it. I don't even remember that I'm playing Arena, to be honest. Also, if you're new to the stream, make sure to like and subscribe. It's lemonade. No, actually, I went through a lemonade phase, Charles. I think it was more like the friends I had though that led me down that road. There were a lot of friends I had that had the like big tubs of like the Minute Maid powder. And we would just make lemonade all the time. And Tang. We used to make Tang a lot as well. Which, I love Tang, actually. I think it tastes super good. My wife hates it, though. So we don't get it, unfortunately. Or, dude, Nesquik? Dude, Nesquik was, like... That was a banger drink, too. Seven-star Valkyrie win. All right. I wonder if we'll ever see a 7-star cable. Man, there's so many champions I'm actually surprised aren't available as a 7-star. I wonder what the cable reasoning is. Is he just like not loved? I know he has a good apocalypse synergy, but I can't imagine it would be too game breaking. Oh, I didn't reach. Seven-star Valkyrie, but she's too good. Yeah. She would be really, really strong. I feel like we have enough nodes, though, that, like, at least in terms of, like, normal questing, she might be a little harder to use than you would think. Oh, I'm well aware of how powerful it is, Zemo. Dude, I rode that synergy pretty far in this game. But I mean, come on. Okoye debuffs melt faster than Cable's degen. Dude, we're almost to 4 million battle chips, you guys. I'm so excited to open all those. We're gonna have such a sickening amount of resources. Like, I don't know that I'll know what to do with all the gold I'll have. Or all the full energy refills I'll probably have. Unless we get lucky, right? And it's all units, imagine. We just get, like, generational luck on those. Actually, I wonder what the math would be if you always got the max amount of units from every arena crystal that I could possibly open. I wonder what the potential gains would look like. I wonder what that math is like. Well, man, why are you so passive, though, buddy? Never mind, dude. I will never question you again. Easy. That one was for you, Zemo. Nick, I feel like, I mean, it's completely anecdotal, and I'm sure if you, like, did an overtime experiment of that, it wouldn't really matter. But I feel like it's better to just, like, save and, like, hammer a bunch of them open at a time. So maybe you could try that, maybe. Did I see why you like Zemo so much? Because it's in your name? No, I didn't. I didn't know there was a lore reason. I just thought you really liked the character. You're actually the creator of Zemo in the comics? Stan Lee, is that you? R.I.P. the legend, by the way. That's when everything started going downhill, guys, with society. When we lost Stan Lee. But no, what is the reason? Fill me in, Zemo. Dang. A little too much power there, man. It actually did a fair bit of damage, though. Patriot OP. Beautiful. Dude, that special is so fun. You get to play a mini Guitar Hero. Throw it. Come on, Gambit. You're acting like a 4-star, buddy. Come on, buddy. Beautiful. Anyway, did you send the lore anywhere there, Zemo? I gotta know, bruh. Unless your parents named you Baron Zemo, which I, like, highly doubt. Hmm. You know, I really thought Storm's special 2 would be enough to kill Onslaught, but he's just tanky, man. There we go. Way back to the animated Marvel Disney shows about 10 plus years ago. So like the OG. That's cool, man. I didn't even know about Baron Zemo as a character, I think, until the MCU, maybe? It was either the MCU or it was from this game. But I like did not know who Zemo was for the longest time. Dijon, I play on the PC. It does look pretty nice, though. You're not the first person to say that. Welcome in, by the way. I hope you're having a good one, man. But yeah, the PC is nice, man. I don't even have that great of a computer, and it still runs it on the highest graphic settings. That's one thing that I do like about playing on the computer, is that you can change the graphic settings on it. You can't do that on mobile. It just kind of does it in the background on mobile, depending on what kind of a device you have. He's also the head of the Thunderbolts. That I did know. Yo, Wap, what's up, man? No, stream's been going good, dude. It's been popping. But now it's been good, Wap. It's been one of those games where, or not games, sorry, those streams where I'm just like kind of in the flow state, you know? And like I've been playing Arena this whole time, but like it doesn't feel like I've been playing Arena this whole time. We've just been chatting it up. Been a good time. You guys that are new to the stream, by the way, I stream weekdays. So, and I'm very consistent. We're usually just doing Arena or whatever is new in the game. So, yeah, chill vibes all around. So definitely like and subscribe and continue to drop by. But yeah, how's your day been, Wap? Anything cool happen? Save any cats from any trees or anything like that? I know you do that in your spare time. Along with moonlighting as a superhero. Easier. Been good? Glad, man. Good. Dude, you know those Thursdays, they can be rough sometimes. They can be a tough day of the week. You ended hunger in Africa by eating your leftovers? That's so considerate of you. That's exactly the kind of behavior I would expect from one of my mods. This matchup is gonna be rough, dude. Oof. Yeah, if you want to send those, like, maybe privately DM me in Discord, maybe I'll give them a look next time I'm looking for something to watch. 49ers won an OT. I almost picked the Niners to win that. I should have. I had a weird feeling. Like, sometimes there's games in the NFL that feel too good to be true. Where, like, one team should obviously win, right? But Every single time, man, the other team will bring something out that you're not expecting. And they'll win. Wait, you didn't know I was a child like that, Fab? What do you mean? I mean, I consider myself an adult child. I refuse to grow up. Yours is missing. Oh, I love it, Fab. I don't know, maybe there's someone in the stream that can help you find it. I love how earlier in the stream I was like borderline bagging on Sabretooth. I feel vindicated. Never mind, dude, we're cooking now. We're fine. Yo, we crossed 150 views on the stream. Thank you, guys. Everybody go ahead and give yourselves a crisp high five. Oh my gosh, by the way. RIP, the buffs that Okoye starts with. Dude, Sorcerer Supreme just eats the health. What the heck? Dude, this is one heck of a matchup for Sorcerer Supreme. Oh my gosh. That's crazy, dude. She's like already dead. Oh my goodness. Huge high five. The biggest of high fives. Thank you very much, Web. Dang, I didn't expect that. Sorcerer Supreme, I know he like cooks, right? When there's a champion with a lot of buffs, but Okoye, man, just got McToasted. Ugh. Alright, I've been slouching for too long. It's time for me to sit back up. If I was higher rank, she'd have instantly KO'd. Dude, that would have been freaking hilarious. You have a rank 4? That would be comedy. If you can, you should get a video of that and send it in the Discord. I want to see it. That's really funny. I love interactions like that. Almost as bad, like, I don't know, you guys that are new to the Discord, you should go back in time a little bit in the MCOC general. And I sent a Count Nefaria versus Count Nefaria matchup, like practice mode against myself. And I have Despair, right? And like, once both Count Nefarias are in their like Ionic Overcharge mode or whatever it's called. I don't know, it's not Ionic Overcharge. Is it? Anyway. Lag is really bad. What's up, James? How you doing? I think there's a spreadsheet on there somewhere. Again, you could probably go to Reddit and just search. Or if you have Okoye, you could do a practice match against her. Hey, whoa, the AI just really dexed like that? Are you serious? How rude. You can bring Nebula versus Killmonger with a Proximus energy, parry one time, and he goes red. Wait, really? What interaction is that from? This game is so funny sometimes. Don't worry, your time will come, caveman. I wonder if a special 3 would be enough to kill Spider-Woman. Nope, I'm dead. No, I'm not. We're chilling. I'm I mean, you could technically duel a 6-star Okoye as well, and you'd probably get the same outcome. That's just funny, man. All right, we got the win. It wasn't pretty, but it was honest work. She starts with 10 charges, throws them onto him, and he shrugs. Oh. So it's just because he gets rid of, like, a ton of shocks at once. Dueled your 7s at rank 4 Okoye. She instantly died. Tell me if you sent it in the Discord. I want to show that on stream. That one goes out to all my Red Goblin haters. Special 2 absolutely kills. Man, we're like, our roster expansion has come a long way. Like, we're almost through all my 7 stars here, but we made a pretty good dent in the arena. Ugh, we're starting to get the death matches though, which is kind of a stinker. Oof. Big time oof, actually. We might lose the streak. If we do, I really don't care though. We're probably going to be doing some more arena tomorrow anyway. It's on the Discord? Okay. Dude, imagine using your own head as a mallet, by the way. That must be so uncomfortable. Bra-da-da-da-da. Oh, I love it when she starts off untouchable. It's my favorite. It's my favorite. Don't throw it. Thank you so much. Don't throw it. Beautiful. No, that didn't hit her. That's so sad. Okay, all right, all right. We have a chance here, chat. Don't. Beautiful. You'd say you'd get a pounding headache from using your head as a hammer. I bet your head would be pounding. Good one, Abyss. Welcome in, man. Alright, we won the first 2. The win streak is not in jeopardy. That's good, because I never pay attention to her reverse controls. Also, I feel like Emma Frost is not doing that much damage. I think I stick to the special 2. Man, that was honestly one of the best Jean Grey fights I've done in a long time. Holy cow. Sorry, that went quiet there for a minute, but I was in focus mode. Hey, you guys want to see me open a 7-star basic crystal? Would that be something you guys would enjoy? Because I think we can maybe make it happen. Actually, you know what? Never mind. Don't get your hopes up. I actually don't know if I can afford one. But I'm going to look. I might have enough Battlegrounds tokens. I'm actually not sure. So don't hold me to that. Let me check. No, we can make it happen. We can make it happen. Yeah, you guys want to see it? Oh, yes, I need to look at the Okoye. My bad. You sent it in the general chat? Okay, cool. All right, you guys want to see the world's fastest Okoye fight? Ready? Blink and miss it. Bink. She's dead. Here, I will rewind that for those of you that may have missed it. This is probably the fastest possible fight in MCOC, right? Like, probably faster than even if you were fighting like a 1-star because it just auto happens. There's no way there's anything faster than that. Because it happens before that's Nebula interaction with Killmonger would happen. Like, before you can even parry, dude. That's so funny. That's a lot of damage at once, too. Just like an instant 109k. Okay, dude, can you imagine pulling that in Battlegrounds? Like, surely your opponent's going to probably think you're cheating. Not a lot of people use Symbiote Supreme. That's so funny. That interaction is comedy, dude. Alright, we're going to open a 7-star basic to end the stream, guys. How does that sound? I'll treat you guys right. Treat you right. You guys know the drill. Pop your guesses down below in the chat. I'm going to go get a drink of water real quick, and when I get back, we'll crack this thing open. So get those guesses in, guys. If you get it right, you get your own crisp high 5. You get insane luck in whatever the compensation is tomorrow. 9 out of 10 doctors agree. So, you know, take that, anyway, increase luck. I wouldn't risk it. Anyway, be right back. All right, guys, here we frickin' go. Okay? Today's the day. Today's the stupid day. We get the stupid Spider Ham on the roster. And it will be the perfect finale to the stream today. Also, thank you everyone who has dropped by the stream so far. Appreciate you. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, all that stuff. But anyway, let's get into it, shall we? What are we thinking? Spider Ham, come on. Do it. I have a strange feeling I'm going to dupe a champion I've duped a bunch. To be fair, it's hard to not do that, though. That's actually a first-time dupe for Nova, I believe. Prowler would have been better, obviously. The human rocket. Well, at least it's a first-time awakening, you know? I will take it. You know, in theory, the more 7-star basics we open, the more likely we are to get Spider-Ham with every 7-star we open after that. If it was another Quicksilver, that would have been the worst. All right, let me check it out. I actually don't know what it does. I'll never use Nova anyway, but Nova's medium attacks gain bonus attack rating based on the distance traveled in the last executed dash. At 75 plus Nova charges, his auto block triggers the parry mastery, so it makes him more annoying on defense, slightly better on offense. Duration of buffs is increased by almost 30%. I mean, there's probably like some niche war nodes that you'd probably want to throw Nova on, and I feel like he'd be annoying. He may not, at some point in the future, he may not be the worst rank up decision, but as far as right now, ain't no way, brother. Not happening. Not gonna happen. I'll go ahead and claim that. Thank you for the heads up, Zemo. Not that that's going to help me much. We're not going to get to another 7-star by that, but... Alright, anywho, guys, I think that's going to do it for the stream today. So thank you everybody who dropped by. Today's stream was awesome. We were very active in the chat. We were able to enter the arena flow state, is what I'm going to start calling it. Where I don't even know I'm playing arena, and we're just having a good time. So thank you guys for that. Appreciate it very much. For those of you that stopped by, I hope you have a good rest of your day, or a good rest of your night, or a good rest of your day, depending on what it is for you. Time zones can be weird. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow, and I'll catch